Rafael Nadal remains an injury doubt for the French Open, and the latest video has not provided encouraging signs. A recent video on social media has emerged of Rafael Nadal attempting to prove his fitness ahead of the French Open, but the Spanish legend was grimacing with pain and struggled to move on the court as he was visibly emotional walking away from a practice session. Roland Garros gets underway in 10 days' time as Nadal will have his sights set on a record 15th Grand Slam victory in Paris. But fears are growing over whether he will be able to feature. Nadal was spotted hunched over and clearly in pain as he was surrounded by his team, before covering his face and walking away in a worrying moment that will only further dent his chances of competing at the French Open. The 36-year-old has been out of action since suffering a hip injury at the Australian Open in January and recently pulled out of the Rome Masters this week to continue his rehabilitation. The world number 14 also missed Monte Carlo, Barcelona and Madrid tournaments after announcing that he was changing his treatment plan last month in a statement. He said, "As you know, I suffered a major injury in Australia, in the PSOs. Initially it had to be a 6 to 8 week recovery period and we're on to number 14. The reality is that the situation is not what we had hoped for. All medical directions have been followed. But somehow evolution has not been what we were initially told and we find ourselves in a situation that is difficult. The injury is still unhealed and I can't work what I need to compete. I was training, but now a few days ago we decided to change course a bit, do another treatment and see if things improve to try and get to what comes." Nadal did later offer encouragement, stating that his condition had improved earlier this month. "Despite having noticed an improvement these past few days, it's been many months since I have not been able to train at a high level, and the process of readaptation has its times, and I have no choice but to accept them and keep working," he wrote on Instagram. If Nadal does miss the tournament, he is likely to drop out of the top 100 players in the world. He is defending 2,000 points in Paris after winning last year's tournament, his 22nd and most recent major victory.